on. Login enabled.
So this is Crash Test Hobbies Albatross. I've got an RC timer, 1400 kV 3530 motor on it, spinning a 9.6 prop, or a 9x6 prop, excuse me, and a Turnigy 3-cell 2200 milliamp hour battery. So we're out at the field. It's a Saturday, nobody's here, so just the dog and I. Dog's in there somewhere. There he is, sitting in the back of the truck. I'm flying FR Sky Tyrannus transmitter and receiver, of course.
5 minutes.
Putzing around like this, I get about, I don't know, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Just kind of depends how many loops and stalls and climbs and, but anyway. It's I had it pod mounted. I built it as a pod mount. I was going to fly a little FPV with it, and I decided I was having too much fun doing other things that wasn't FPV, so I went ahead and took the motor. Well, after a week or so of flying, I went up in size. I started with the recommended motor and then went to the 3530. And let's see, what else? Oh, so after about 2 weeks, I decided I didn't like the pod mount, and
4 minutes.
So I cut the pod off flush. I didn't feel like augering it out of the fuselage. It was glued in quite well. So I went ahead and just cut it off flush with the top of the fuselage. And I'm running more throws than what is recommended on the build docs on the crash test site. I just didn't quite have the response I wanted, so you know, that's just me. Doesn't mean it was wrong before, but so anyway. So it's this is the aileron wing, by the way. It's not the polydihedral type. So we have 4 channels going to it. But other than that, it's a fun plane to fly. It's relaxing. One of these days, I've got some wire running gear at home. I just need to figure out what kind of a mount I want to put on the underside of the fuselage, and then I'm going to go ahead and mount some running gear, turn it into a tail dragger. I'll put a little plastic skid on the back end there so I don't wear through the tape or anything. But sliding on the grass here, it's not too bad. So this is my club's flying field up here in northern Minnesota. Paul Bunyan RC Flyers. And I oftentimes fly at my house, but I have 80 acres. Couple of big hay fields, which makes it real easy to fly there, but my guy hasn't cut the hay yet, so it's kind of a nuisance to land in 2.5 foot tall, 3 foot tall grass, so to speak. So that's why I'm over here today. And I brought my dog along, 10-month-old pup.
2 minutes.
His name's Toby. He's there, back of the truck. He got tired of running around, so I told him it was okay to hop up and take a break. So he is. But other than that, it's a nice handling plane. It would be an excellent trainer. Put this on a buddy box with a young pilot, new pilot, you know, and I think it would work. I gave it to a new pilot. He'd flown a little FPV, but he'd never flown without goggles before, and so he made it. I finally convinced him to give it a try. He made it around the field like 3 times, and then piled it up at the end of the field in a turn, stalled it, and just drove it into the ground. But there was one little rip on the aileron.
1 minute.
And that was it. So I just put a little glue on it, and it's been flying fine ever since. And I'm not as inclined anymore to
Low battery.
give my plane to someone who thinks they don't know how to fly too good. So live and learn. But well, you know, it's not like it's hard to fix it. That's part of the beauty of it. So we're gonna bring it in here for landing. He's just coasting or gliding now. Anyway, a little bit of wind today, not much. There we go. Awesome. So thanks for the ride along. Catch you later. Bye.